episode number 4.5 of season 2 of Sports Podcast. I am Ian. With me today, as always, Ricky Goople. How are we doing today?
Doing great, Ian. Doing great. It's been a little while since we last logged on to record an episode, but I'm excited for this one. We got a lot to cover.
Yeah, it should be a good one. I guess we should jump right into it with maybe the biggest MLB trade deadline ever, at least that I can remember.
Yeah, it was very eventful, wasn't it? A lot of teams cleaning house, a lot of big names going to a lot of big places.
Yeah,
The Yankees, of course, acquiring two huge stars, which because why don't? Because they get whoever they want. So
yep,
Red Sox, no, adding a big star as well. So pretty interesting.
yeah. I mean, Red Sox got Kyle Schwarber. Haven't got to,
See him.
yeah, not yet, injured, but they knew that when they traded for him. But Chaim Bloom was saying that he was, to him, in his eyes, Schwarber was the best hitter on the market.
Well, that's good. We
Yeah,
need something to change.
and
Something in the lineup needs to give.
I think they're gonna try him at first base. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe a game at behind the dish. Maybe I don't know. We'll see.
Can he catch?
He used to be a catcher. Yeah,
Really?
he's caught in the major leagues before too. So it's not like
Yes, I didn't know that.
yeah. So it's not like he just did it in the minors. He came up as a catcher, I think.
Utility man.
Yeah, and this is a guy that came from the Cubs, who are probably unrecognizable right now. Ricky, wouldn't you say?
Completely unrecognizable. They have what, one player left from their 2016 title? Who is it? I forget who it is, but
It's probably Wilson Contreras if he
and
was
then
on that
David
team.
Ross, of course, was playing. He's the manager now.
Yeah,
But
the
like they are
manager.
just totally gutted.
Yeah,
Cleaning house. Trying to rebuild.
it's sad to
Been
see.
there.
It is
It
sad to
is.
see.
It is.
But I think,
But
like,
yeah.
I believe Rizzo, Baez, and Bryant were like all going to be free agents anyway within either this year or the
Yeah.
next year. So,
It was unlikely they were going to be together for much longer.
right. Must suck to be a Cubs fan after that, though, especially winning in 2016 and not really doing much since.
You hate to see it. You hate to see it.
You do.
And one of our listeners knows exactly that we are talking to him specifically. But we've all been there. I mean, the Red Sox have rebuilt before. They've cleaned house. We've all been there. That's how baseball goes. It comes and goes in waves. So
Yeah.
it's just their turn. And yeah, other than that World Series team, not much else has been accomplished when the future looks so bright.
Yeah. And
So bright.
they didn't really do much before that World Series win either. So, not
Not really.
I wouldn't say it's
Just
great to
kind of
be a Cubs fan, but hey, maybe the future will hold something good.
a quick rise and fall. And now
Yes.
that Theo Epstein isn't there anymore,
Yeah.
the magician himself is not there, so I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I wonder if that has something to do with it, Ricky.
The curse breaker. Now that he left, they're cursed again. No, because
It
he
could
left the
be.
Red Sox, and the Red Sox have won two since he left. So
Right. I was I was thinking that the Yankees might be cursed, honestly. But you can't
really,
obviously you can't it's hard to say they're cursed until it's like over at least 50 years or something. Or what would you say?
right?
How many years? Like 50 would be considered cursed?
I mean, like, yeah. Would you say the Cleveland Indians are cursed?
When was the
Yeah,
last time
I think it was like 49 or something last time they won it.
they'd probably
So
be
yeah,
cursed.
they're definitely cursed.
So
Uh,
what is the curse then? Or
I don't know
well,
what's the
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 Indians,
minimum.
I guess necessarily their curse would end next year because they're not
'Cause
the
they're
Indians
not the
anymore.
Guardians.
Yeah, but
They're not the Guardians.
The Cleveland baseball team the team that plays baseball in Cleveland will be cursed then still, I guess. Even
Yeah.
no matter what the name is. But yeah, what would their curse be? I don't know. But I actually did think of a reason why the Yankees would be cursed, but I can't remember it at this moment.
Oh, Not the Curse of the Bambino or the Curse of the Billy Goat. They gotta have some weird thing.
Right. I
What
can't
is
remember
it?
what it
You can't
was.
remember?
No.
Something that happened after '09, the last time they won.
Right. Just can't remember it. Maybe it will come to me. Maybe it will come to me. Um, but the Red Sox, we talked about how they acquired Schwarber, and they did try to acquire some starting pitching, but maybe they should have done. And well, they acquired two relief pitchers also, but maybe they should have acquired more because it
A
hasn't
little
been
more.
going too good for him lately.
Yesterday is just inexcusably horrible.
Yeah.
8-2.
And then
That's just awful. And then lose 9-8.
yeah, yeah.
That's
But
just that's crushing blow.
they do have Chris Sale coming back.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm hoping when Sale comes back and Schwarber gets in the lineup, something will change.
Yeah, that's like
Uh,
a big deadline right there. It's just going to be delayed
yeah, it's
almost, the
true.
results, because you get Sale, which is kind of like trading for an ace maybe. But they really have eased him back into it and took the time on him also to recover. They weren't
Right,
in a rush,
which
so
is
he might be
smart.
pretty set. Obviously not 100,
Yeah,
maybe like 85, hopefully.
up there enough to be effective,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. And maybe Tanner Houck gets in the lineup or in the rotation like more consistently now too, which that would make your rotation a lot better than you because you got uh Evaldi Sale, Tanner Houck, Rodriguez, and then you just got to decide maybe Pavetta as 5. It's a pretty solid rotation, I'd say.
That would be nice. I mean, if we get the pitching going and all you need right now to get out of this funk is I think just a little bit of change. Just a little bit of change of scenery, changing the look of the batting order and stuff and
Yeah,
where people are playing.
yeah,
Hopefully something gives. Alex Cora, I'm putting my faith in him and making the changes necessary to prove that they're still a solid team and that they're not at all out of the running for the AL East.
right. Yeah, I think they could. I think they can still be good, make the playoffs. I don't know how deep they'll go, but they're still a good team.
Well, it could come down, very well could come down to Red Sox Yankees wild card.
That would be exciting.
That would be.
Chris Sale against
Uh,
Garrett Cole, maybe, or Evaldi against Cole, whoever's hot.
right. That would be, and that'd be.
Exciting and
I don't
scary.
know. I don't know if I want it, but I'd take that over missing the playoffs. So
Yeah, I would too, for sure. Well, the Olympics is over now, I believe, right, Ricky?
they are. Yep.
And did Japan
Just
finish
like
with the
that.
most gold medals?
Nope.
They didn't. Who?
America did.
America had the most gold medals?
America
Really? Last I
had
checked,
the
they were
most.
just in the medal lead.
Oh, you said gold medals?
Yeah. Let's see. America finished in first overall
First at everything.
in everything. 39 gold
Yeah.
medals.
China had 38. Is that who you're
Yeah.
thinking of? China?
Well, Japan was in the lead for a long time, I
Oh,
think.
they were.
Yeah, and then just medal count in general, USA with 113,
Not even
blowing out
close.
everyone.
Just not even close.
Yeah, and they lost baseball, of course. Unfortunately, they lost. They got silver, which is a loss, but it's still silver at least. You didn't not get anything, and that's without any of like the really great players. And I feel,
Right.
but you could say the same for Japan. Japan doesn't have Shohei, but who else would they really have? Who else is in the MLB from Japan? Is it just Shohei?
Uh, I don't know.
No one really too notable. So
No.
I mean,
Uh, G-Man or whatever his name is for the Rays, right?
oh yeah, he might be from Korea, maybe.
It could be Korean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Worth mentioning though, Scott McGuff. You know Eric McGuff. He played 2 games this year in the Rustic Men's Baseball League. His brother plays on the U.S. national team. He
He
pitched in the Olympics. Worth
actually.
noting that
Oh yeah.
someone's brother from our local league we talk about on every episode pitched
He pitched.
Appeared in a game. He was a relief pitcher. Appeared in a game. His name's Scott McGuff.
How'd he do?
Look it up. I don't know how he did. I
You don't
should
know.
have, because I wasn't planning on talking about it, but we were talking about the national team.
Yeah, might as
Pretty
well.
cool. He
Um.
plays professionally in Japan, but he's American, so he played for the national team.
Oh, well, that's cool. And I know Tyler Austin also plays in Japan. He played for USA. But like the announcers were saying, I watched one of the their first game, Japan and USA, and the announcers were saying one of the guy on Japan was like the on Japan's team was the Mike Trout of their league. So you've got
Oh,
the
really?
best players from their league playing against
Yeah,
prospects and
that's
washed
true.
up players.
Yeah, that's true because the MLB doesn't suspend its season like the NHL has done in the
Right.
past for
I think they
its
should.
players.
Why not? Unless
I think so,
the
but I don't know what.
owners think it's too much of a risk for them to get hurt not playing for their team.
Right.
Almost.
Yeah. Yeah. They
Something
could.
like
I
that.
mean, it's only 2 weeks. The Olympics are only 2 weeks, so I mean,
And baseball
but I
is
don't
really
know.
only like 1 week, but you'd still probably have to do 2 weeks.
I don't know logistically how that would work. Yeah, getting the team all together and practicing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know
I
how
mean,
much time you'd have to take off from the season.
and I know even like MLB teams didn't want their players really going to the World Baseball Classic during spring training, or maybe it was
Oh
just
yeah,
some players didn't really want to, but they still a good amount of definitely some good players went and played, and they won it all. So that's always good. I would just love to see Mike Trout in the Olympics, or someone like that.
I would love to. I would love to see the best of the best.
Could you
Like
imagine
what
that
the
team?
just like basketball has their national. I wish the MLB could just have like an
Yeah.
all MLB All Star team and go play other countries to see how they compete. They'd win,
Oh yeah,
but
easily. Easily. The fans would. I mean, the fans would love that. Seeing
they
like
would.
just a super team. That would be. But
Unfair.
they would also, yeah, dominate the competition, I think. Um, Also, USA basketball, men's and women's, I think, won gold. And
Mm-hmm.
there's a
Yep.
little
Again.
people were a bit scared when the U.S. men's team lost early on in like the what is it? Just like the qualifiers or something.
Trials.
Or
Yeah.
trials, yeah. They'd already
Yeah.
qualified, so it was something. Yeah, whatever it was, but they lost. And then I don't think they didn't lose at all in the Olympics, did they?
I don't know. I don't know if they might have lost once, but maybe they didn't. I don't know. I thought they lost once. I didn't follow it very closely,
Yeah, me
but
neither.
in the end, they ended up beating France, who they had lost to at like the Olympic trials. So
Right. They won the gold
again,
again and again and again. Um Next year, or not next year, and then 3 years, I think it's in France actually, and there isn't going to be baseball.
there isn't going to be baseball next Olympics.
No. I don't know
What?
what
Oh,
it
is it
is.
only because it was Japan and they like baseball?
I don't know.
Is
I
that
don't
the
know
only
why.
reason?
I really don't know why. I probably should have looked into it a little bit, but because they
I
definitely
think
brought it
the hosts,
back.
the host countries do have a say at what events get,
Yeah, so
I
maybe
think,
maybe France just
priority.
decided no baseball
Yeah,
because
probably because they don't play baseball.
yeah, exactly. So does
Yeah.
that mean, Ricky? I know we were talking about it earlier, but the next one after France is in Los Angeles, I believe. Do you think we might see American football?
I don't think that's what that means. No.
No?
No, not something like that specific of a sport, but I would definitely count on baseball being back.
No, yeah, it is. I think it is already.
I
But I
didn't
think
know
it'd be
the
cool.
Olympics were in LA in what, 8 years? It's supposed to be in LA? 7 years?
I think it's
Is
yeah,
it
7.
2028?
It would be, I think, in LA.
I didn't know that. I didn't know it was supposed to come back to America for a long time.
I'm just gonna double check that real quick. Los Angeles. Beautiful. There's a little logo here. Looks pretty cool. Nice. Los Angeles. Might have to make a trip to Los Angeles for the Olympics.
Field trip.
Yes. Well, talking about American football, the Hall of Fame game was last week. So first preseason football game. Football is officially back, I guess, and then I think the next one
I
is this
guess. I mean,
this Thursday. I think is the next game.
pre preseason football is pretty pathetic.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't really care about the Hall of Fame game.
No,
There's the Steelers and the Cowboys. I don't even know who won.
I think the Steelers might have won.
And the Cowboys starting quarterback was Ben DiNucci. So
No, he wasn't.
he wasn't the starter?
It was
I thought
Gilbert.
he started. Oh,
No,
Gilbert. Much better. No, actually Gilbert. I like Gilbert.
he,
Garrett Gilbert when he played
he did pretty well.
that one game against the Steelers in the regular season. He had some magic in him.
Yeah,
But if you got quarterbacks like Garrett Gilbert and Ben DiNucci playing, uh, not much interest there.
it's more of like it's almost like battle between your own team more than it's like teams playing.
Yeah,
Because
right.
you got
Because you're playing,
two to three different quarterbacks playing.
and you're playing for that position on the team. A lot of them.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, it's just a weird. That's a weird element.
it is. It is. And do you think Dwayne Haskins is going to get the backup spot for the Steelers?
I don't know who else would it be. I don't know if they have any other.
Mason Rudolph.
Oh, right, they still have him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe they'll hold carry three quarterbacks.
they'll probably carry three because Big Ben.
Yeah.
They'll probably carry three because the injury could just happen like that with Big Ben. It's crazy he went through the whole last season without getting injured.
Right. Yeah.
Amazing.
And that was coming off an injury too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
coming
so
off missing the whole season before.
that's pretty good. So maybe that means he's due this year. Maybe he
Due
gets
for an injury.
yeah, so
Yeah.
maybe he gets injured this year and Dwayne Haskins comes in, fills his spot and finally lives up to what he was drafted at, you know what I mean?
Dwayne Haskins, what a joke.
You don't like him,
I
Ricky?
mean, he get kicked off the team for going to strip clubs and breaking code protocols and stuff like that. He's just stupid.
And
Man's
now
stupid.
yeah, I could agree with that. And now to replace Dwayne Haskins, maybe maybe a top 5 greatest quarterback of all time, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
I thought you were going to say Taylor Heineke at first, but Ryan Fitzmagic too. Top 5 of all time, really?
That might be exaggerating a little bit.
Did we even talk? He wears, what number does he wear?
This
I think
year,
he wears, does he wear 12? He has worn 12 in the past.
he
He,
probably
I,
has.
I mean, I know when we did the number game and we got to football, there wasn't a conversation to be had. But
No,
oh, he's 14 this year. But he wore 12 for other teams, I believe.
that's a guy that's been around a lot.
He's been a lot of teams.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
He's just one of those. He's just one of those players that I don't think anyone dislikes. You know what I mean?
how can you?
You can.
Fitzmagic, it's a meme. It comes around, every once in a while.
Yeah.
He's just consistent.
Mm-hmm.
He's how old is he? He's 38
Wow.
with
Still
a
doing it.
lumberjack beard.
Yeah. They does does the Washington football team have the most likable quarterback room?
Between Fitzpatrick and Heineke.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. If they had Alex Smith still, I would say absolutely. Because
Yeah.
as you know, I'm a huge Alex Smith fan. But
I mean, who tops him, Ricky?
who tops that quarterback room?
For likability, yeah, I don't think anyone really does.
Patriot Cam Newton, Mac Jones is a pretty interesting quarterback room.
I don't think people really like Cam Newton though. Not many people like him.
Well, I mean, he's likable. I think he's got a personality.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
They don't like him because he didn't dive on the ball in the Super Bowl. If that's
I would still put football team over Patriots there.
football team.
Um
Okay, yeah, I would too.
I don't even know if there's any other one. Who's the Bucks backup QB? I feel like they took
It's
did they
like
did they take Trask?
they did take. Oh no, I thought Trask went. Oh yeah, they did. Yes,
I mean,
they did.
I
I
don't really
think
know much about Trask, so since he's a rookie, I don't know. I
it's
mean,
not entertaining like Mac Jones.
right, exactly. So we'll put
And
that
then
one to the side for now.
they got Blaine Gabbert as their backup.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
anyway, I didn't know we were going to talk about football this episode. Did not even think it was in the picture.
well, sometimes we surprise each other, I guess.
Yeah, when we don't have a script for the podcast. Yes.
Do you
Could you
want
tell?
you want one next week, Ricky?
No, it's not necessary.
Okay.
I'm fine with it the way this is. All
Okay.
natural.
Yeah. It just yeah. I mean, it works most of the time. Most
It
times, it's
worked.
working now.
It worked very well last time. I remember. I think.
Was that when? Was that
No,
when
it
we
wasn't
didn't?
Zach. It wasn't with Zach. I think it was.
That was the one that didn't get uploaded. I think is what you're
No,
talking
that was
about.
a couple times ago.
Oh, it was.
I think last time we winged it, and it went fine.
Yeah, it
I
was
think
actually like yeah,
two
I
weeks
think,
because we talked about the Olympics and stuff.
and we got pretty funny at a certain
Yeah,
part.
we did.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we are somewhat funny sometimes.
We're funnier when we have guests on. Speaking of
Yeah.
that, if you're interested, can I make it open, Ian? I know it's by invitation, but
I got well.
we can.
If we're looking for people right now, I can invite one live on the air that you'll probably be okay with.
Okay.
They usually listen. We can invite William Bridges for the next
Okay.
episode.
I think it's long overdue.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it is. He'd be entertaining. Let's be honest. He'd be very entertaining.
Yeah. So Will, get excited, bud. Don't.
I know Frank is
You'll
supposed to come on again. Frank
Yep.
is supposed to come on again.
Maybe with
Uh,
Saul.
Possibly with Saul. What a long episode that would be.
Yeah.
Might as well just save an entire evening for that one.
Yep. Clear out the whole schedule. That
Uh,
that would be something. Maybe yeah. Wait, did we say when we were planning on having Frank on yet?
I thought it was coming up soon, but because it was going to be towards the end of this baseball season.
I think we wait till after the season,
Wait till after, till it's completely done.
which would probably if we're having if we're having Will on next time, then it would be based
Like,
on how we
The
schedule
day
things.
after the All-Star game, probably
yeah
around
I
that.
mean, we could do
Yeah.
that. Yeah, we could do that.
Anyway,
Yeah, you have any more
if
sports stuff?
if
Ricky?
you'd what if what
Oh, finish what you're saying.
I said, if you'd like to come on the episode or come on the podcast, let us know. Not saying you automatically get on. We have a very rigorous protocol as to who we
Yeah,
eventually invite on. Very, very rigorous. I'm sure Ian could come up with a Google form.
I could.
You could, as you did for the fantasy league. But
Yep.
that's all I think we need to talk about professional sports. The Red Sox have been playing terrible. We already covered that. The Yankees have been playing better. So
Yep.
no need to elaborate, right?
Right. We'll just leave it at that for now. We'll address this again later at the season, potentially on how the standings finish.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
hope-
So I
hopefully
think
in the
that leads it.
right way.
That leads us. I mean, we're gonna have a big block talking about the league, so that leads us to trivia, probably, right?
Trivia. Yeah,
You can ask yours first.
I can ask. I forgot. I haven't pulled mine up yet. You can.
I would like you to ask yours first.
Okay. Can you entertain the folks for a second, Ricky, while I just
Sure.
find it
hurry up.
again?
So the reason I want him to ask it first, you'll find out soon, as the question I come up with leads us right into our next segment. So
Oh wow, this should be good then, Ricky.
as a very important event happened this last weekend.
Oh,
That's all I'm gonna say. That's
is,
all I'm gonna say.
Ricky, is the question you're giving me gonna be pretty easy?
I mean, yes and no. You might not know.
Because I can kind of think of something that you might be excited to talk about. You think we're thinking of the same thing?
Yeah, I think we're thinking the same thing, but I don't know if you're. I doubt you have the. You're expecting the right question that I'm gonna ask.
Oh, okay. I'm probably yeah, probably not. I'm having a real tough time finding this, Ricky.
How did you lose it? Why don't you write it down?
I forgot. Um, okay.
Did it?
Ye- yep. How many Olympic gold medals has the U.S. men's national basketball team won?
I know it's 4 in a row. Um, I don't think it's much more than 4 because I'm gonna guess 6. That's my
Wrong.
guess.
That's wrong.
What is what is okay? 7,
Nope.
8,
Nope.
10,
Nope.
5.
Nope.
Is it just 4?
Nope.
9. Did I
No.
guess that yet?
I don't think so. Do you give up?
Yeah, how many?
They have won 16 gold medals in 19 appearances.
16? Oh, I thought they
Yeah.
struggled for a lot of years before getting it. I felt like the dream team was like the first time they won, and then
They've medaled every time.
huh.
In 19
I don't,
appearances, they have
when
19
did the when
medals.
did basketball come into the Olympics?
I don't know, but their first gold medal was 1936, and then there was almost a
Basketball was in the
10-year
Olympic.
gap. So
That
they're
wasn't. Jeez, I didn't know that. Basketball was in the Olympics in 1936.
oh, they probably didn't. I think maybe what you're thinking of is they might not have made it a few times to the
Oh, okay.
Olympics.
I
So,
don't.
like after 1936, they probably didn't make it for two Olympics, and then maybe have
Well,
a
I
few
was
more
thinking
times.
like the '92 Dream Team was like the first time they won it, and then after that they've won 4 in a row.
Uh, no,
It's a lot more than I
guess not.
expected.
Yeah, 16's pretty good.
I was nowhere close.
So, Ricky,
All right.
what's your trivia question?
Let me think the best way to word it. Um, what skinny, lean shortstop, not known for his power, for the New York Yankees hit one of the biggest home runs in the history of the franchise in a one-game playoff against the Red Sox in 1978, and he's infamous in Boston because he hit this home run.
What year did you say?
1978, one-game playoff between the Yankees and the Red Sox. This playoff, the Yankees knocked the Red Sox out for. This man has since his middle name has become an expletive uh, with Red Sox fans because it was just another example of the Red Sox collapsing and choking in the playoffs. It's a one-game playoff to win the division, and there was no wild card back then.
I can't think of the name, Ricky.
You can't think of the name,
No.
so you'll know when I'll say it.
Okay.
Bucky Dent.
Oh yeah.
Bucky Dent. He hit 5 home runs that entire season.
That's it.
Then he hit one in a huge spot in the one-game playoff. I worded it that way. Why did I word it that way, Ian?
How remind me how you worded it again?
What lean, skinny shortstop, not known for his power. That's how I worded it.
And what was your other question again?
What do you mean? What was my other question?
Like, what'd you ask me before I asked you to say again what you said?
I asked you why did I word it that way?
Um, I don't. I really couldn't probably tell you why you worded it that way. Maybe it's just. It was really just like how his he was actually built, like his body was how his body type was, and not known for hitting power. So it's almost like a surprise. Maybe that's why you were wording it like that.
Like a surprise.
Maybe it was a
Right.
surprise that he hit a home run. I
Okay.
would say.
Okay. Now, what event happened this weekend?
I mean,
That may have been a surprise to some people.
Red Sox blew a lead. They're up what 8 or 7, eight
Oh,
seven, 8-2. Gave up a
day two.
3-run home run. 8-2. Gave up a 3-run home run to George Springer to make it 9-8 in the bottom of the eighth.
Pertaining to the league, what surprising event happened?
Oh, to the league.
We could drag this out all night.
What surprising event? Mavericks went 0-2 on the weekend.
Thank you for saying that's surprising. At least you showed us some respect there. Okay.
Yeah. You're welcome. Yeah. You're welcome.
It is surprising. It is surprising.
Um,
We were resting our starters in game 2. We self-destructed in game 1, but a very surprising thing happened in the, I'm gonna guess, 5th inning of game 1.
It's really all I remember, Ricky.
Do you want me to say it? Is that what you're getting at?
Well, I really don't know what you're talking about, so yeah, you should probably say it.
So let's circle back to Bucky Dent. Lean,
Wait, he's
skinny,
not
not known for his power.
But he's not in our league.
Correct. But I picked a trivia question that had something to do with a person hitting a home run that many people would think can't hit a home run or rarely ever hits a home run because he doesn't look like he can.
Oh,
he's small.
I think I got you now.
You got me now?
Yeah. Saul hit a home run when we were like kind of scrimmaging our own team, like doing live ABs.
Also, you think people say Saul can't hit a home run? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. But we're talking about home runs.
So you're happen in my game, Ian. Happen in my game. Mavericks versus Cardinals. This is gonna be very frustrating if you're the listener and you don't know. But I like dangling them on the edge here.
I mean,
you want me to say it or not?
I mean, I can't think of it, so you probably should just say it.
All right. Ricky Goupel hit a home run. That's all I'll say. I'm gonna say it straight up like that, third person.
No.
Ricky Goupel hit a home run in a game over the fence. Estimated to be about 250 to 270 range, which is not a home run in most parks, but with the dimensions of the field, Sincock Field that we play on, I'm glad to take advantage. He was glad to take advantage of it and catch a pitch middle in with a runner on first pitch of the at-bat, third at-bat of the game. Barreled it up, kept the hands inside, and just watched it go. Ran down the... Ian, you don't remember this? You were there.
I really don't remember that, Ricky.
Ian was there. He knows it. He knows it too.
I don't remember, Ricky.
Yep.
Wait, take me through that again, Ricky. What happened, Ricky? What happened this weekend?
I hit a home run in a game with a wood bat over the fence to not to tie the game, but
Goupel hit a home run.
2-run home run.
Who would have thought?
2-run home run. Who would have thunk it? I never hit a home run in Little League. Mapleton fence, it's about 180 or less. Never hit a home run there. Obviously, that was my best chance, probably. Never hit a home run in middle school or high school or rec. Finally, get an opportunity with the short porch in right field. The right field line's 225.
It's pretty short.
And I didn't need the 225. I only needed about, 250, 260. And 2-run home run, almost past the runner that was on first base.
Which would have wiped the home run. if the umpires picked up on it, your home run would have been wiped.
I didn't pass him. But if I did pass him, they would have had to see it.
Right.
First, they were both too busy cheering for me. True story.
Saul was also there though. Saul would have
Saul
might have
was
picked
there,
up
but
on
he
it.
was probably watching the ball. If I
Maybe.
knew it, so I could have really made it look like I didn't pass him and backed up.
Right.
But I stopped dead in my tracks. Was like, it's over, go, go, and did my home run trot, put the head down, and I think it was a good speed around the bases. I never really thought I had thought in my dreams of the home run trot. Never
Uh-huh.
did I think, not that I said I did, not that I'm thinking I couldn't do it, but I just would say, oh, I'd never get lucky enough to hit one.
Right.
Sure enough, I did.
I wouldn't say you got lucky enough to hit one, Ricky. I think you it took skill to do that.
Yeah, but it's come in the middle of a hitting slump.
Really?
So I don't know.
What were
Maybe it
you
was
hitting?
luck. I don't know. I just hadn't got a solid hit in a while, like barreled it up in a while, and I finally did. Kept the hands because I got the pitch right where I like it. I like inside pitches because you can just turn on them, and really get solid contact. And I
Yeah.
finally got one right in the spot that I needed it.
And bang.
Just bang. And I
Bang.
held the bat. I held the bat all the way down the first base line, just watching it to make sure it was out. I knew I had enough. As soon as I hit it, I knew it was going to be enough. As long as it didn't drift too far to right center, it was enough. And as soon as it was out, bat flipped, and the bat you could actually see was laying right next to the first base coach's box.
Wow.
And the rest was history. Did not win the game. Didn't matter in the end because we were the 1 seed either way going in. Wish we could have won the game, but that sparked a little bit of a rally for us. We were down 8-2 at that point. The home run made it 8-4. We ended up losing 8-6. But now I have a home run and a home run ball to show my kids one day, and that's all that matters.
Yes. That is all that matters. Ricky Goopel.
Just
Maybe
one.
the last
I don't care. That's all I need. Just the one.
maybe the last person you'd think would hit a home run. Finally happened.
Finally happened.
Finally you can say you're a power hitter now, Ricky. Home
I
run hitter
wouldn't.
now.
I'll never say that.
Well, should we talk about the standings real quick, Ricky?
Sure. You go ahead.
All right.
I've been
Well,
talking a lot.
Mavericks were first. Pinecones were second. Cardinals were third. Carnies were fourth, and the Valley fifth, not sixth, fifth. And now the playoffs, Ricky. The playoffs are coming. How do you think the standings are? You think it really reflects well of the skill?
I think overall, yes. What the standings tell us is that the Mavericks and the Pinecones are very close. They're 1 game difference.
And the Cardinals.
The Cardinals, I guess, are 1 game back too, only 2 back of first.
Mhm.
And then you got a little bit of a gap. Then you got Kearney 6-10, and the Valley is really the only thing that you just don't know because they never have the same team there. They haven't had the same team there twice. So I mean,
Right.
like you never know what you're gonna get with them. We weren't gonna know that in the first place, so it's a good thing they're the 5 seed. They're down at the bottom. If they bring the best team they ever bring to playoffs, so be it. They'll have a tough road to get there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think overall, in my opinion, the standings do accurately reflect which teams are the strongest and which teams are the weaker ones.
Right. I think I can agree with that, Ricky. And now with the playoffs starting tomorrow night, actually 6 p.m. The Valley versus Carney's wild card, best of one. Winner goes first round or semifinal. Actually, winner advances to the semifinal against the Mavericks. How you feeling about either of those opponents, Ricky? If you end up whichever one you end up playing,
I think we can beat them in 3, either one. If we can beat them in 2 or 3, I'm confident we can beat both. So whoever we have, we'll prepare, and then we'll. It's just for you. You almost have an advantage, not an advantage per se, because you're playing a stronger team with a better record, but you know who you're going to play, and you've known for a while who you were going to play. We've been between the 2 teams. We still don't know, and we won't know till after the game is played, and we'll only have a couple days to just, figure out who we're going to play and mentally prepare. It's not like it's a game of football where you have to game plan and stuff like that, but still would just be nice to know,
Yeah, exactly. And the Pine Cones play the Cardinals in a 3-game set, or series at least, best of 3, I should say. First of 2, same thing. That's what the semifinals. That's what every round is except for the first semifinal. We already know Pine Cones are gonna have Saul Nunez going game 1. Got Dakota going game 2, and if game 3 is necessary for, if we either win both or lose both, but if not, game 3 is necessary. Who knows who will have to pitch on that game 3?
Well, I've been hearing that a whole season Saul's going 1-3 in both series, so
I
would
don't.
not be surprised if I saw that.
That'd be pretty hard to do as a pitcher. I mean, going 2 games in like 3 days.
But he's Saul Nunez, so I think as a pitcher you can just throw out the word pitcher and just say as Saul.
Which, listen,
I'm not saying it's going to be easy for him, but I'm saying he can do it.
I think, no matter who we play in a 3-game series, having Saul go game 1 and game 3 gives us a very good chance.
A big advantage
Over no matter who it is, almost.
A huge advantage, because you have to beat Saul once if you want to beat, and Saul's only been beaten once this year, so
right.
It forces you to play your best game. It forces you not to make mistakes on defense, and you have to keep the game low scoring because you know you're not going to score a lot of runs off Saul.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes you have to have a pitcher to have to go toe to toe with him.
You need to be perfect. I mean, if you're playing Saul Nunez, you have to be perfect everywhere.
And then you got to make sure you secure the victory when he's not pitching.
Yeah, you need to. You
really need to. You need to be
honestly,
perfect.
It just puts a lot of pressure on their opponents. It's almost like, you kind of don't really want to say that Saul's going to go 2 games, but almost like if you do say he's going 2 games, it's almost more pressure maybe. Because they think, well, maybe now we got to try to beat him game 1, or even if we lose game 1, I mean, yeah, but if we lose game 1 anyway. But maybe they think, well, if we win game 2, we're going against their worst pitcher, and then you don't know that, and now they just threw Saul on you.
Maybe I should have revealed your secret. It wasn't my team, but I don't know if it was a secret or not.
I feel like everyone.
Everyone's probably going to know. And once you see him there, But the one game he did get beat this year was against another remarkable pitcher.
Yeah.
I would give, when he's there and he's on, he's second best pitcher in the league. He can go toe to toe with Saul, and he's proven it. And if the Valley has him for their wild card game, we better prepare for the Valley. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, he's good. But also, Carney's is gonna throw Chapman.
Alex Chapman, right?
It's gonna be a left-handed pitcher's duel.
Yep. Good old fat. Hey, that's the playoffs. That's what they're about, right? Major leagues too. It's about pitching. And just like the NHL is about, you get the hot goalie. That's the team to beat. When you get a goalie that's on, when you get a pitcher that's on here, same story.
Yeah, it should be a good playoff. I mean, and again, back to Saul real quick. I don't know if any other team really has a guy that can go 2 games in a series.
Anyone else? You mean in the league? Probably not. You're hiding, no.
Unless you guys are hiding a secret over there on the Mavericks, I don't.
No, we're not. We can't. We'd have to throw 3 different pitchers. There's no way.
Yeah. So I mean, and it gives you more depth out of the bullpen as well when you only throw 2 pitchers.
For you guys, you have Thursday, and game 3 would be Sunday, right? So you got a couple days.
Yeah,
for us,
actually,
it's
4 days.
It's 3 days in a row for us, and then the championship it's every other day. Yeah, so that should not be a problem at all for Saul. That's 3 days rest.
Yeah, so that's like back to 100%, 110%.
That's like more than he needs. That's more than he needs.
Hey, maybe if he has to go all 3 games in the championship, he might have to, right? I don't know. maybe that's an option.
I mean, I guess I'll say this.
If we Ben Goodwin, I should say.
On our team, Ben Goodwin, I'd say maybe there's a slim chance that if we're in the championship, he could pitch game 1 and then pitch part of game 3. I'd be willing. That's a safe guess.
Wouldn't be able to go the
but
distance, though, you
but
think?
probably not go the distance.
Unless
Although
it's
he impressed me going 8 innings at one point this year, but
yeah,
that was in one day, just one sitting. I don't know. Who knows?
right, yeah. Who knows?
If he's in shape and he's dealing, but
Who knows?
who knows? That's the beauty of it.
Well, AMBL playoffs starting this week. I think that's all for me, Ricky. What about you?
That's all for me too. We just need, listeners of the podcast. Come watch this league. Those of you that don't, it's the playoffs.
Yeah,
It's a very competitive league. It's gonna be must-see TV. Come see it.
come see it.
Dates are posted online.
Yep, come check out the Facebook if you need to know when the games are. All games are in Caribou at Sincock Field though, so that's not a problem.
Yeah, that's not a problem. The times, that's the only thing. You can say him, Ian. You know him off. You say him right now.
Off the top of my head, I don't. I know it's.
Hang on. I got him.
Tomorrow at 6, Thursday at 6, Friday at 6, Saturday. This Saturday at the moment it's at 12 and 2. This Sunday as well, if necessary, at 12 and 2. And then I'm not sure about the championship.
Yeah, I'll show you.
And those Saturday and Sunday
I'll
times
say.
are not. I don't think they're
Set
really
in stone.
solid yet. Yeah, those could change.
So you had the semifinal series correct. The championship would be the 17th, which is a Tuesday at 6. Wednesday at 6. What's today? The 9th. It's a
Yep.
Monday. So it is a Tuesday at 6. And then Thursday. Wait, do I have that wrong? What's the 17th? What day of the week is the 17th?
Tuesday.
It is a Tuesday.
So
It is
Tuesday,
Tuesday.
Thursday, and Saturday is the championship
Right. Yeah, there you go.
of the next week.
6, 6, and then 12. Which unfortunate that I thought this today. Unfortunate that Game 3 of the championship series, winner take all, won't be under the lights.
I know that
Isn't
should
that
be
a sad thing?
that should
Why
be
couldn't
the
we-
one game that starts
I
at
mean-
7 all year.
That should be 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
That should be 7 p.m. Get everyone there.
Maybe we should have said something
But-
about that earlier.
Maybe we can.
Maybe
Maybe
all
we
of the
can.
championship.
Let's start it
Why not
let's
all the
start it-
championship games start at 7? Just push
prime
it back to
time,
7.
baby.
Just
Prime
because
time, right?
It's at 6 already, right?
Yeah.
Why not? We should just. I wonder what everyone would think about moving it back to 7, or maybe
Prime time.
maybe that's too much on the lights, electricity. Maybe
Maybe, but I don't know.
that'd be the only thing I can think of, and maybe people might not want to stay out that late on a work night. That's the only other thing.
Saturday's not a work night though.
Yeah, but if we move it back 1 hour for the other two,
Oh, true. Yeah, the other ones are 5, I think.
oh,
So-
they're 5, 6 probably.
Game 3 of our series is 5. But
Really?
that's
You sure?
Oh, that's the tentative. That's what we change it to. That's right. No, it's not 5.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah. All right.
anyway, come see it. It's must see TV.
Well, not TV, but more in
Must see
person.
baseball.
Yeah, it must be baseball. All right, Ricky. Well, I think that's it.
I think it's it too.
All right, take it away.
It's been a pleasure, Ian. Been a good episode, I think. A little bit shorter than usual. Hope you guys enjoyed listening to episode 4.5 of a sports podcast. Couple takeaways, couple things. If you want to come on the podcast, let us know. And come watch us play baseball. As you can tell, some good stories come from it. Take care. See you next time.